I'm going to be talking a little bit today about the WM45 water meter. So just to use manual mode of this machine, it automatically comes in pounds for doling out water, but you can change it, and we'll get in, and that's actually going to be another video that you can reference on my channel as well. But just to use it in manual mode, you're actually going to set the temperature on the dial right here. So if you wanted 80-degree water, you would turn the red dot right here to 80 degrees. So this number right here is actually going to tell you what is actually getting doled out of the machine. So by the time we are finished, it'll read about 80 degrees on here. This right here is reading your probe temperature. So I have a probe over here sitting in some water. You can also stick it in your dough, and that will read whatever the probe is in. That'll tell you what temperature that is. This right here is the number of pounds that you will be doling out into your mixer, bucket, etc. So right now it would be doling out 0.3 pounds if I kept it the way it is. So to change that simply in manual mode, I would go down here and I would press this button, and this number would flash here and change it to 2.5 pounds or 2 pounds and 8 ounces, which is that equivalent. So from there, I have my temperature set to 80 and I have my 2.5 set here. If I was to press the button again, it would flash this number right here. That is just to remind you, if you wanted to, what temperature you need to set. It's not actually going to set the temperature of anything. This button dial right here is the only thing that actually sets the temperature for the unit. This number right here is just a reminder for yourself, and I got to that by pressing the button again to access. So while I'm here, if I want to physically dole out the water, I would press start, and then it would count down, and it would have doled out 2.5 pounds. Now, if you note, even though I set my dial to 80, it is still at 84.3 degrees and going down. That is because I previously had the dial set to a higher temperature, so it's going to take some time to physically lower in temperature. So if I press it again, it'll continue to lower temperature until I reach the desired temperature that I set it to, which right here was about 79.5, 80 degrees. There is a little bit of room for error here. So to create a program, I'm going to press P, and then if I wanted to access programs 1 through 9, I would press P01, P02, P03, etc. If I wanted to access programs 10 through 80, I would press P10, P11, P12, and so forth. So let's say I set program 5, and I want to set 2.5 pounds. Let's say I made a mistake. I would press the stop button, and that would be my clearing button, and then I could change it to whatever I wanted to. See there, I'm pressing 36.5. Now, if I want to go down, I would press this button right here, and this button right here, once again, is to remind me that I want 75-degree water. This does not mean that the water is going to be 75 degrees. I still have to use the dial to do that. That is just simply reminding me that I need to use 75-degree water in the recipe. Now, if I want to access that recipe, I would press P, and then it's already on there because it was the last one we used. But let's say I'm in P03 and now I want to access recipe 5. I press P05, and there's that recipe that we just set. And then I can just press start, and it'll start doling that water out and climbing down to the temperature that I set on the dial, as you can see, which is about 70 right here. So if I want to stop the program at any time, I can press stop, and that's telling me right there that I doled out 5.7 pounds of water when I hit the stop button. And if I wanted to resume, I would press start. And now it's doling out the remaining of what I set. So if I want to stop the recipe completely, I would press stop, and then I would press stop again, and that has brought me back to recipe 5 and started the amount over. Now, if I wanted to get out of programming mode and go into manual mode, I would have to select P00, and P00, which is no program, would be manual mode. And as you can see, the light switched from program to manual. So I'll show you that again. If I'm in P02, it lets you know I'm in program mode. If I'm in P00, it lets you know that I am in manual mode. So if you're interested in changing your unit from doling out pounds of water into liters of water or pounds and ounces, you would hold down the 1 and 9 button, and it's going to ask you for a password. That password is going to be 1131. But I'm going to make a mistake here. So I accidentally put 1136. All you need to do is just re-type in the password, and then you're good. So you're going to pass through this, and the way to do that is to press the P button. You don't need to do anything here. Do not change anything here. Press the P. And then it's going to show you we're currently doling out pounds and in Fahrenheit. So if I wanted to change it to liters, I would select the 1 button, and then that is automatically going to dole out in Celsius. I cannot change it to do liters in Fahrenheit. It is only liters in Celsius. If I wanted to have it do pounds and ounces, I'd press the 3 button, and then it would be pounds and ounces. So let's say we did change it to pounds and ounces, or if I wanted to go back to pounds, it would be 2. So 3 pounds and ounces. To clear out of this, I would hold 1 and 9 again. So now I'm in pounds and ounces. So if I wanted to set my pounds and ounces, and I put 2.15 right here, that is actually saying it is 2 pounds and 15 ounces. It's not 2.15 pounds, it's not 2.15 ounces, it is 2 pounds and 15 ounces. So it won't let you set 2.16 because that would be 3 pounds. You would have to use 3 pounds from there.